What is up, guys? It's your boy Traveezy back with another video doing motivation videos. So I'm really excited to get this new year started off right, guys. Just a little background. So last year I started doing motivational videos. I wanted to be able to put out one video a week, and really the topics that I would talk about are life topics, stuff that a lot of us go through every day or monthly and yearly. So just really a lot of the core concepts of how to achieve success in life, what we can learn from our experiences, and how we can grow ourselves and get better. So my big goal and my big plan for this year, 2018, is to be able to put out one motivational video a day for you guys, and every day. So I'm going to be talking about any experiences that I have going on in my life that I feel like you guys can learn from, or we can all learn from each other's stories, because I think life is big and centered around you learn through trial and error. So a lot of times when we experience failures in life, it backs us up against a wall, and when we're in that situation, we have to dig deep within ourselves to basically push through the situation that we're in. So I've been reading a very good book lately. I'm excited to share it with you guys right here. Don't know if you can read it, but John C. Maxwell, Intentional Living. So this is a phenomenal book that I started reading, and I highly recommend any one of you guys to pick up this book and read it and really, process everything that it says. For me, with reading, I was one of those people in high school that I only wanted to read, to me, reading I didn't think was important, because we would read these fictional stories that weren't even like things that could happen in real life. So it really wasn't that appealing to me, and I don't know, to me, I feel like I didn't learn much from reading. But now that I'm older, a lot of the books that I like to read are success principle books, mindset, these kind of situations where a lot of stuff that maybe we don't even think about on a daily basis. And this book, there's so many good things. So I'm just going to dwell right into it for you guys. So some of the key principles that I've been reading. None of us can claim to have done anything alone. So when you think about success, you look at any person in life that has achieved a level of success. When it comes down to it, at some point in their life, they had to have had help. So there's a lot of things you can do by yourself. But realistically, when you really sit down and think about it, there's so many people that helped you along the way. Maybe you learn through, again, somebody telling you a story, and you learn from that person's story. So maybe someone gave you advice on how to handle a particular situation. So the fact of the matter is that when you achieve success, none of us can claim to have done it without any help. So that's really big. So another big one is get outside yourself and put others first. So a lot of times we are selfish human beings, are creatures like this, and we only really care for ourselves rather than putting others first. To me, I think when you put others first, and what that kind of means, I feel like, to the best of my knowledge, it's going out of your way to do things for people, being there for them, supporting them, and really having their best interests rather than yours. So whether that's being an emotional support, so if someone wants to vent to you or something, but putting others first, I think, gives you a morale, good feeling. You feel good in your heart that you help someone, you help put them in a better place in their life. So I think that's huge for us moving forward. So as I was reading the book, guys, it said to make a list of people you appreciate. And I highly recommend for you guys to go out and do this. Write down names of people and really talk about the things that they've done for you. It could be as little as complimenting you, or saying that, maybe they're a coworker, and when you're at work, things go smooth, or they always enjoy it when you're there. So when you start making a list and writing down what people have done for you, you begin to really be appreciative of what people have done for you. So that's a big one. Everyone you meet has a story. I think this is one of the biggest things in life that many of us overlook. because when we meet new people for the first time, I don't know if we use those exact words, or where we say, tell us your story, or what's your story. There's a lot you can learn about someone when you just tell them that, what's your story. For many people, I think they're going to share their obstacles in life, what they had to go through to get to where they are now, what adversities they face. You can learn a lot about someone's character on what they had to go through and how they handled that situation. I know for me, growing up, when I was 18, 19, 20, I went through a lot of things that I didn't really know how to go through it. So I learned through my experiences. A lot of those experiences dealt with women where I allowed them to get to me mentally. Now that I'm 22, I have a better control over my emotions, and when things don't work out, the way I want them to with girls, I don't let it affect me to bring me down in other areas of my life. I keep pushing forward. I keep, being an optimist, looking for the best in people, and just moving forward with my life. So as I was reading the book, guys, it talked about a story that I think you can really learn a lot from. So there's a story about this couple. They were celebrating their wedding anniversary, and they went out to this restaurant, and the waiter there, so basically they were very short staffed, and one waiter there was sitting 12 tables. So as crazy as that sounds, that's literally what happened. So this couple on their wedding anniversary night clearly could see that this waiter was struggling, knew that their appetizers were going to be a long wait and their entrees were going to be longer. So that's the situation that they were in. But this person working that night at the restaurant was very much hardworking. When he got to the couple's table, he was very apologetic about the situation, even though really there was nothing that he could legitimately do. So this waiter was really working hard, doing everything possible, giving it 120%. And this couple saw the hard work that was put in. And not only that, but they had been waiters previously in their life, so they knew what it was like to be in that person's shoes. So having seen all this hard work, this couple gave this person a $100 tip when their tab was only $66. So that goes into perspective that no matter what situation you're in, if you give it your best effort, work hard, good things can happen. And this story is just one of those examples, so it's phenomenal. Another concept, a list of 10 people, how each person helped you and why it was important to you. So again, going back to what I said earlier about writing down what people have done for you, what you can appreciate, this is a big one because we're asking you to write why it was important to you. I can give a good example for me. One of my former coworkers, William, he said he loved how I brought energy into work and, this and that. So it made me feel very good because I'm bringing that environment to work, that confidence. So that made me feel really good. And now when I look back, that's something that I'll remember about what William said about me. And it's a really good feeling to have that. So stories of people in your life, discover hopes, dreams, aspirations. So when we start looking at family and friends in your life, the old saying goes that if you hang around 10 broke people, or 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th one broke. So I think it's really important that when you start looking at your core friends, what are their dreams in life? What are their aspirations? How high do they set the bar? Because oftentimes, the people you hang around, that's who you're going to become. So, if, like, for example, in my case, I want to be a professional baseball player. If I start hanging around people that don't have a hard work ethic or that aren't trying to be athletes, it can be easy for me to become complacent and live that lifestyle and not, work towards my dreams and goals. So it's important to really be aware of who you're hanging around and to, do what's important. If you're trying to be an athlete and the gym's very important to be working out, make sure you're getting your workout done. So that's huge. Stories of people in your life, if you know them and know what people want to achieve in life, it's going to give you a better overall feeling of just a better meaning for your life, a why, to empower you. The true measure of success happens when you're gone. So what this kind of means is you can only teach somebody so much about life and success and then it's up to them to take what you said and apply that to their life into action. So I think your true measure of success is when you're gone, because when you're not in their presence, if they really follow through and act on the advice that you gave them, and then that leads to ultimate success for them, I'm pretty sure down the line they're going to attribute something that they learned from you, and that's going to make you feel good knowing that you added value to others. So that gets to my last point here, adding value to others. I think when you want to live a life of significance, this feeling of adding value to others is one of the greatest feelings. I think it's even greater than having millions of dollars, or, you know, doing just, it's just powerful. Words can't even begin to express the sense of good that you're going to feel contributing value to other people's lives. So I hope you guys really like some of these principles. Comment down below what you have to say about any of them. And again, you really got to check out this book, Intentional Living, John C. Maxwell. So as I continue to finish reading this book, I'll be coming out with more videos talking motivation and just key success principles, so that we can all really take control of 2018 and make this the best year ever for all of us. Big shout out to @Clan the Clouds. He's a really good music producer. If you guys are interested in getting any beats, hit me up and let me know.